My name is Cameron Jones, and I just became a father. My son was born in December of 2025, and it is currently January 3rd, and my son is about 3 weeks old. And I decided that I'd start a YouTube channel. So this video is going to serve as an intro to what the channel is about and a little bit about myself. I named this channel Fatherhood for the Unfathered simply because I just became a father and I want to do my absolute best that my son grows up having a father figure similar to something that I've always wanted. I grew up without any father figure. I had my dad. He didn't raise me at all, literally at all. At no point in my life do I remember him ever raising me. I am currently in contact with him. When I turned about 22 years old, we started talking more, and he has taught me a few things, but he and I just aren't on the same page about the important things in life, and we don't have the bond that I think we both want, but neither of us know how to give each other. Like I said, he didn't raise me. I was raised by my mother, who was a single mother of, I want to say 7. I have a total of 12 siblings. I'm the oldest on my mother's and the second oldest on my father's side. So I had to grow up pretty fast. I don't share a full sibling. I see all my siblings as my full sibling, but they're all half. So I'm the only child of my mother and my father, and neither of them have the best track rate of raising men, I guess. My mother raised me. She always did her absolute best to make sure we were looked after. Me being her first child, she had me when she was, I believe, 16. So I grew up with her. She did her absolute best, but she could not teach me how to be a man. And my father was not there to teach me how to be a man. I have a grandfather who plays the provider role, but he never showed any type of love or affection towards me, literally ever. And then I have a few uncles that did show love, but like I said, they also didn't raise me. I didn't learn any manly lessons from absolute anyone. I actually had to learn about things similar like girls from my aunt that's a lesbian, so shout out to her. She's done a lot. But similarly, all the women in my life could not teach me how to be a man, and the men in my life were not there to teach me how to be a man. So this is a channel dedicated to my son. I want to share the journey of everything that I've been through, everything that I've learned. Just my process of how I'm going to be the best father to him. I have a game plan already. We just got to execute. And yeah, that's really what this is. So I am Fatherhood for the Unfathered. We are going to be teaching, start off going through the process of me and my woman and the things that I did leading up to him being born. We did the raspberry tea, we did the dates, we did the perineal massages, counter pressure, every way that I can just possibly support her during her pregnancy, things that I didn't see men do for my mother, and things that I think are necessary because I really want to do this right. So the beginning of this channel is really just going to be me showing how I'm caring for my woman pre-birth, and then I will get into how I am currently providing for my woman. post-birth. She is, like I said, my child is 3 months, no, not 3 months, 3 weeks old. And we are really going through it. Lack of sleep would be an understatement, but we have some type of system going on. And she's currently out with her friends now because I wanted to give her a break, let her get outside and not feel cramped in the house. So I decided we're just going to start this channel today. And yeah, we're going to take care of my woman. Then I'm going to show how I'm taking care of my son. I'm going to teach him all the lessons that I learned growing up. And if you're down to see the journey, then that's what this channel is for. And hopefully you can learn something. This channel is really for men that grew up without a father and are either going through fatherhood or just raising, maybe even their siblings like I did. I do have experience with babies because I have so many younger siblings. The youngest right now I would think is maybe like 3. And yeah, we're gonna do this thing together, and we're gonna make mistakes, but I'm gonna try my absolute best to make sure my son has the best life that he can possibly have and have the father figure. And this isn't only for him, this is honestly for me. I want to have a connection with my son that I never had with my father or any other man. I don't think this is going to be easy by any means. It already isn't. It really isn't. Whether that's, being the best man for my woman. We aren't married yet, but I do hope to be one day. I still have traumas of, the broken home that I've seen and continue to see. I don't have any good examples of marriage or fatherhood or any of that. So I don't know what it looks like to be a good husband. I don't know what it looks like to be a good father. I have an idea of what I want it to look like in my head, and I'm going to execute and make it possible. A little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Cameron Jones. I come from a city in Connecticut called Bridgeport. Grew up pretty much in poverty, Section 8 food stamps, all that. We didn't have anything at all. There's been points in my life where I've been homeless. I did go to college. I have a degree in mechanical engineering. I currently work for a forensic firm in Maryland, and I've been enjoying it, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I just want to start my entrepreneurship journey, while still working, of course. I just want to create content and do something for myself as opposed to doing things for others. I always grew up, I did exactly what I was pretty much told. I went to school, I got my college degree, became an engineer. I bought this house, I bought a triplex that I currently live in. 2 of the units are rented out, and I've been enjoying it. It's a fixer-upper, flipped it, and we're living in one of them currently until it's time to buy the next. I'd like to show him the process of what it took even to make the nursery, which I'll show you in a later video. But it's been a journey, and I feel like I've always lived my life for others, and never truly found what my purpose is. I have a bunch of hobbies that I've even kind of given up, and I just want to get back into being myself, living for myself, and living for my son. I've prepped for this my whole life. I've never been that big into partying or drinking or any of that. I've always done things very strategically for when I do have a son, and now that he's here, I'm gonna just hit the gas. We gotta do this. It's time to go full throttle. There's no more playing around. There's no more wasting time. I'm not exactly sure what type of entrepreneurial business I will be doing, but for now, This is going to be me and my son becoming the absolute best man that we can be. And we're going to create a bond that I've always wanted. And I hope that you guys are ready for this journey. I hope you can learn something. I hope you can learn, just be there for your son, be there for your woman, and be there for yourself. Real goals are to get closer to God. Since this is our New Year's, these are kind of my resolutions. I just want to get closer to God this year. I've always had a relationship with God. My grandfather was a pastor, and he did teach me a few things, but being mixed up in the church, there can be some drama. So I want to get closer to God, read my Bible, hopefully with my son nearby. Probably won't understand anything, but I just want him to get God's word. I'm big into that. Go to church, pray. We're going to get much closer to God this year, if it's up to me at least, which it is. So we will. We're going to get back into the whole family aspect. That's the point of this channel, really, is the family. I want to bring together my immediate family, which is just my woman and my son. We all live together, and I want to create the family that I've always wanted. We're going to get into finances. Like I said, I went from being extremely poor on Section 8 and food stamps to homeless to living with people out of their homes out of desperation. And now I own my own home. I'm an engineer. I make over 6 figures, and we're doing a lot better for ourselves. So we want to do that. And then I really want to get into fitness. I think I should be in the peak shape that I can possibly be for my son. So when he does start to recognize things, he sees a man that is in great shape, physically fit, eats healthy, and he has a good role model to model his life after. I want to be the blueprint for my son. Be the absolute best man that I can be for that young man. And at this point, I feel like I'm just kind of rambling, so I'm gonna stop this video soon. But message to myself, or anybody that's in this journey with me or my son: you can do it, you will do it, and if you have faith in God, you know that it's already done. So just get to where you need to be. We will do this. We were fruitful, we multiplied, now it's time to have dominion. And we will do this. You got this. All right, guys. Thank you.